Without law, real estate is just a land with uncertainties. But with law, it becomes an asset with security. I am Tobechukwu Desmond, a renowned realtor, a passionate one who helps investors build wealth in a very right way. That is the legal way. Here, let me just educate you on the 10 importance of understanding or knowing the legal aspect of this business called real estate. Number one importance is that it helps the investor to avoid land scam or being defrauded of land. How does this happen? As a smart investor who knows the legal aspect of real estate, you will be able to check, to verify documents, the title documents, to know if the property really exists and if it is well registered through the land ministry. Number two, it helps you to secure your investment. Understanding property law ensures that your ownership right is protected. It also helps you to identify and verify that you are buying from the right owner of the very property. Number three is that it helps you to understand property title and documents. What are the documents? The property documents we are talking about. They are the CFO, the deed of assignment, governor's consent. So understanding the law that governs real estate will help you as an investor to know if the right document is given to you and if the document contains exactly what should be in that very document. So if you don't have any idea of property law, there is no way anyone can give you deed of assignment, but what it contains is not actually what should be in that very deed. And at the end, when you have someone sue you to court, that very document cannot defend you because you were being defrauded, giving a fake information, and you didn't even check it. But for one who understands property law, you must be very careful. You must observe due diligence in making sure that every phrase used in that very land title is the right thing, because this is actually what will help you to secure the land in future. Number four, it also helps you to understand property land use and designation. You should be able to know where government actually zone for commercial and where government actually zone for residential. When you understand property law, you will know the right place you can buy your house either for your commercial purpose or for residential purpose. So understanding property law helps you to build in a place whereby by tomorrow government will not distract you. Some persons will be crying that government demolished their houses or their industry because they did not understand property law. Maybe they built where government actually zoned for commercial and they built a residential house there. Number five is that it helps one to avoid future litigation. Having the knowledge of law, having the knowledge of law aspect of real estate helps a smart investor to conduct due diligence to prevent future lawsuits on land boundaries, rightful claim of land ownership, and even case of land grabbing. The sixth one is that it helps one for proper documentation. Knowing what should be included in your agreement is highly, very, very important. As an investor, you should know the kind of phrase or the kind of clause that should be contained in the agreement you are signing. So having this very knowledge of real estate laws will also help you to understand what the document you are giving to is actually saying. The number seventh importance is that it also helps an investor in terms of transfer of that very particular property, or the person is giving it out for inheritance. When you know the proper law, it helps you to easily transfer the landed property to another person in terms if you want to sell it. Okay, for you having the right document, it will be easy for every buyer to buy the land or to buy the house you are selling. But if you don't have a good document that is backing it up, you'll be having it very difficult to sell your property. Number 8 importance is that it helps you to avoid buying government land. For you to buy any property, if you conducted a due diligence before you start purchasing that very property, you must be able to know if this very property is under government land acquisition or not. Some people ended up buying government land, and when government comes for them, they start crying, and you are crying can never solve the problem. Another important is that it empowers an investor for proper negotiation. If an investor knows the rules and the law guiding real estate, the person will have the confidence for good negotiation. The person will know his or her rights, so thereby not giving room for any scammer. The last but not the least, that is the number 10th importance, is that it helps an investor to understand taxes and fees. That is, knowing that you have to pay some fees known as stamp duties, fees like stamp duties, consent fees for some documents to be given to you. So when an investor purchases land and you are being asked to pay an extra fine for maybe a document, so and so document, for a stamp duties or for a consent fee, you are already conversant with that, because you know that is what the law says. For this very particular document to actually be made for you, for that very property, you must have to pay this tax, and you will not have any problem of doing that. And when you do that, you avoid penalties, because if you bought a property and you didn't pay the required tax that is needed, there must be a penalty, and by then you might be thinking that you bought the wrong place. So, my dear smart investors, if you want to know more about real estate laws in Nigeria with a special focus on Enugu, or you need help inspecting land in Enugu, contact a renowned realtor like Rector Tobechukwu Desmond with the WhatsApp number showing on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in my subsequent video. Let's make your real estate journey a safe one. Thank you.